Yeah, praise Jesus Christ, nigga. Free Palestine, free TK. It's the trap game. Abraham Lincoln, 416 bars ago. R.I.P. Betty White. She ain't dead before when she died, because I know it's coming up. Hey, bitch, you better praise God, or I'm a shooting. That's on God. I ain't playing by my Lord and Savior. I'm on my job. If you ain't a Christian, I'ma stab you in the face. If it ain't about Jesus, I'ma hit you with this cane.
What's good, y'all? Welcome to another installment of the Heathen's Haven. I'm your host, the head heathen, Unsane, the Plastered bastard. Ha. Anyway, up here fucking around. I just want to talk about some things that's been going on in my life before I get into the topic at hand, which is religion is bad for black people. All right, now don't get me wrong, religion is pretty much bad for everybody, but you know what I'm saying, I really feel like it's a detriment to the black community especially, and I'm gonna get into that as soon as I let y'all know what's been happening with me so far. Like, okay, about a week ago, a little over a week ago, last Friday, I would say, I actually quit my motherfucking job. Yep, quit the motherfucking job up at Domino's, man. Fuck them bitch ass niggas, dog. I'm so sick and tired of all that bullshit that they put the nigga through. It was just a mess up there, dog. I couldn't take it no more, man. They wasn't giving me no hours. You know what I'm saying? Like, at first they had me scheduled for like 38 to 40 hours a week, which was cool because you didn't, you know what I'm saying, get no breaks like that, you know what I'm saying? And it was so busy that you didn't really get a break. You didn't have to punch out for no half-hour break. I appreciated that because you got all your hours. But what I didn't appreciate, though, is how they started slicing my hours basically in half after a while. That shit really like fucked with me, dog. It pissed me off to the point where I just had to say, look, fuck this shit, all right? So what happened is this. Like I said, I was getting my hours before, like around the time I first started. I was working the second shift, you know what I'm saying? I like, they wanted me to close, but I really couldn't close. So I told them, look, I can work from like 4 to like 12 midnight because they close at like 1, because the buses stop running after a certain hour. So I couldn't really get those hours in either, you know what I'm saying? I had to leave at about 12 o'clock. So in order for me to catch that last bus, otherwise I'd have been stranded way the fuck out in Timbuktu some goddamn where. And they was cool about that, you know what I'm saying? They let me work from like 4 to 12 usually every day. So after a while though, they started cutting my hours. Like, I was only working like maybe, it started out like 5 days a week. Then I'd be working like 4 days a week out of nowhere. And then it's like, next thing you know, I'm working like 3 days out the week. It's like, what the fuck? And I explained to the general manager, the motherfucking bitch that was making the goddamn schedule, that look, I can't live off this. All right, I cannot live off this. Y'all gotta find some kind of alternative. Y'all gotta fucking give me some more hours. Okay, so at first, when I first mentioned that to her, they started giving me more hours. You know what I'm saying? They started giving me my hours back, but only every other week. We got paid bi-weekly there. So I only got 38 hours one week, and then I'll turn around and the next week it'll be like 24 or 28 hours. I'm like, bro, I gotta get all my hours, dog. I got bills. I'm a grown ass man. I got motherfucking bills to pay. and responsibilities and shit. You know what I'm saying? So after I explained to her, look, bitch, I can't live off this, she pulled that shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, it was a couple times when I had to like call in or I couldn't show up or whatever. I hate it when motherfucking managers take shit so personally to the point where they just gotta like fuck with your money. They feel the need to fuck with your money. You know what I'm saying? So after a while it just became 3 hours a week. 3 days a week. I'm sorry. 3 days a week out of 7 days. You can't give me 4 days, bro. You know what I'm saying? That at least would have took care of my bills, but I wouldn't have had no money left, but I, you know what I'm saying, at least had my bills paid. After a while, it got to the point where I couldn't even pay my bills no more. Now, the way I look at it is if I got a job, you know what I'm saying? I'm working. I'm going in there every day. Not every day because I was only working 3 days a week. But every day that I go in, I'm busting my motherfucking ass. But I ain't got enough money to pay my rent. That's a problem. Seriously. Yeah, you know, so something got to give, bro. Yeah, I know. You know what I'm saying? I'm not an idiot, man. I know I should have fucking waited until I got another job before I quit this one. But, man, I couldn't take it no more, man. So I'm unemployed now. It's like, and then what made it so bad, they work you to death once you up in there. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you don't get no breaks. You might get a smoke break, but it's a pay break. You don't you don't necessarily have to punch out for a half-hour break. Like I said, they were that busy to the point where I just, you know what I'm saying, had to stay on the line and keep making pies. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, fuck y'all niggas, dog. Fuck Domino's, man. And there was a lot of other shit that was going on too that made me want to quit as well. Like, this was really a long time coming. Like, honestly, not a long time coming because I was only at that job for a few months, but still, it was a while coming. Like, for example, one time it was raining like really hard outside. You know what I'm saying? It was real bad. And like it was literally raining inside of the kitchen. It was raining, dog, like in the store. That the ceiling, the roof was leaking that bad to the point where it just felt like it was just raining. Water was everywhere, man. All by the cut table. That's the table where we cut the pizzas. For those who don't know, cut table got water leaking from the roof through the ceiling onto the table, onto the pizzas, and God knows what else. So we couldn't even really work how we wanted to. But yet, now I'm thinking like, okay, this is unsafe. You know what I'm saying? This is unsanitary. It's unsafe for the customers. It's unsafe for the fucking employees. They gotta shut us down now. You know what I'm saying? To fix this roof, or at least throw some tarp over wherever the leak is at. They didn't even do that, man. They ain't even do that, man. They had us keep working, dog. They kept the store open and had us just keep working and shit with a leaky ass roof, and they set down like some of them blue dough trays that they got to catch the water. Bitch, that ain't gonna do nothing. So now we gotta walk around these big ass dough trays, work around that shit, all because y'all too cheap, greedy, and God knows what else to fucking close down. All y'all had to do is close the store down and put something and fix the roof. Make sure that roof was fixed, because it was not gonna stop leaking. It stopped for a hiccup, but for the most part, it didn't stop leaking. It was just fucking pouring water everywhere. Now I know the customers had to be coming in and seeing that shit like, dog, y'all roof leaking. It got so bad to the point where eventually, like the roof was leaking to the point where the fucking monitors where they had a menus shorted out. The menu monitors shorted the fuck out. It was unbelievable, dog. Like, and y'all still got us working. That just goes to show that y'all don't give a fuck about us. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't give a fuck about y'all employees at all. Like, y'all don't even care. Like, it could be a motherfucking tornado coming at the goddamn store, coming direct hit right at the stove, nigga. Them corporate cocksuckers, they'd probably been like, oh well, just keep making pizzas until the roof fly off. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then when the roof fly off, make sure you punch out before the tornado suck you up and throw you miles away from this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck. They did not give a fuck about us. And what killed me is that motherfuckers in that place was so dedicated to Domino's. Fuck Domino's. Domino's said fuck us a long time ago, especially with those antics that they pulled when it was raining in the store. That should have told you right there. They don't give a fuck about us. Needless to say, I got sent home that day when the roof started raining. Because, you know what I'm saying? And I was glad too. I didn't care. I was like, man, I'll go home. I don't give a fuck because I'm not finna work under these unsafe conditions. They got us working in unsafe conditions. If anything happens to any of us back here, we have a legal right to fucking sue their ass. We could get workman's comp. You know? But it's like, what killed me though is that motherfuckers was still dedicated to Domino's, especially the managers, dog. The managers really tripped my shit. The GM especially, you know what I'm saying? The GM was a young lady, you know what I'm saying? She probably had to be like 23. Young, ghetto. The whole store was ghetto. Everybody in the store was ghetto, man. But that's beside the point. The point is that, you know, if she got to the point where she was just disrespectful with her management. With her management skills. Like she called herself trying to watch her mouth and shit because she told me herself she knew she had a mouth. But it's like, bro, you talking to grown folks now. These ain't your kids, dog. You can't talk to motherfuckers like they your kids. She be yelling and at motherfuckers and all kind of shit. It's like, bitch, shut up, dog. Damn. Shut the fuck up. Shit, I'm not your child. Shit, go home and yell at your kids like that. You probably don't even yell at your kids like that. They probably bad as fuck too because of it. But that's just a judgment. I'm you know what I'm saying? I don't know about her home life. Fuck her home life, man. All I was worried about was how she treated people at work. She treated people at work like crap. A lot of the times, and then she was one of these managers too that had this mentality that just because she's the manager, she ain't got to do no work. She the GM, so she ain't got to do no work. She's supposed to be just sitting on her ass and letting everybody else sweat it out in that hot ass fucking restaurant. Shit. And they took that job so fucking seriously, which killed me, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, why y'all acting like this? It's not like we in fine dining. You know what I'm saying? What kind of how y'all got higher standards than the last place I worked at, which was also a kitchen, but the food looked and tasted better. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got everything pre-bagged, pre-processed, pre-cooked. All we doing is putting it on a tray and sticking it in the oven. That's all we doing. The only thing that's not cooked is the dough. So why in the fuck do y'all have these such high standards and shit? It turns out because, oh well, we get a raise if we minimize the amount of ingredients that we put on the pizzas. I understand that you got food costs and all this shit, and you got to portion everything out equally and consecutively. You know Not consecutively, but consistently. Sorry. But at the same time, man, hell no. Ain't no reason to be yelling at motherfuckers. Ain't no reason to be making a big deal out of nothing, crying over spilled milk. None of that shit. Especially when they willing to have us work in unsafe working conditions. You know what I'm saying? And God knows what else. Working us to death. The few days I did work, they worked me to death. So they started me off at 4 from like, you know what I'm saying? When they first started cutting my hours, it was from 4 to close. Not 4 to close. I'm sorry. I couldn't close. 4 to 12. Then it turned into 6 to 12. Then eventually it turned to 9 to close. It's like, okay, I already told you motherfuckers that I can't close. I told you that when I first started, so why the fuck y'all got me closing? I hate jobs like that. And then they got the nerve to act like that, though. This ain't no motherfucking fine dining. Y'all ain't even really doing no cooking up in here, dog. Y'all just sticking shit in a conveyor oven. This is a pizza factory. It's fast food on steroids. That's all it was. They ain't doing nothing special up in there, so there ain't no reason for nobody up in there to act like that. So needless to say, I quit that motherfucker. As soon as I saw that 9 to close bullshit, I quit. Because I already knew if I went in at 9 o'clock, I was going to be leaving at 12. I ain't give a fuck what they was talking about. Shit. I'm out. At 12, midnight, nigga. I got to catch this bus. Y'all not going to give me no motherfucking ride. Shit, even if you did have a ride set up for me, man, who knows? Who knows who might call in? Or whatever the case might be. This shit was ridiculous, man. I had to get the fuck out of there. Like, seriously, I had to quit that shit. So, right now I'm unemployed. But it's cool, though, because it ain't going to be that way for long, you know what I'm saying? I got job leads and interviews lined up and all kind of shit, man. So I'm not, you know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm just lazing around. I'm on my shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to let you guys know what happened with that. Probably don't care, but it is what it is. That's what happened, and that's how I feel about it. Oh, man. And then also, too, as most of you probably know, I still do the photography thing. I still got the photography hustle going. Check out the Magic Eye Photography on Facebook. That's the letter I, not EYE. The letter I. The Magic Eye Photography. So anyway, had a photography gig the other night for a birthday party. You know what I'm saying? It was some people that I knew. You know what I'm saying? So everything going smooth at first. And then before everybody showed up, I found out that this motherfucker that I got into it with a few weeks back was showing up at the goddamn party. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, why you inviting this motherfucker to the party? He always starting shit. You know what I'm saying? He started shit with me. So I know he gonna probably start shit with me again. If not with me, it's gonna be with somebody else. So why the fuck you inviting this nigga to the party? Don't invite this motherfucker. Leave this motherfucker at home. He didn't do it. He didn't listen. So, and sure enough, this motherfucker brought this nigga, and he ended up getting into it with a couple people at the party. Actually, he didn't get into it with me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't getting no niggas no time for all that. I was just shooting pictures. But he got into it with a couple motherfuckers, a couple of the females at the party, man. They wasn't feeling him, man. They wasn't even feeling his presence. And I told this nigga, like, dog, don't invite this motherfucker, dog. Do not invite this nigga, dog. He was like, don't worry, I'm gonna talk to him about that and make sure that he don't act a fool. Fuck out of here. Apparently you never had to talk with him because he got into it with a couple motherfuckers at that party. He broke the party up. Everybody ended up leaving early. What was it about? What? A little after midnight, everybody left because he got into it with somebody at the party. What a joke. Told you not to invite this motherfucker, dog. He get liquor in him and he don't know how to act. You know what I'm saying? He don't know how to act. He don't know how to respect people. I get liquor in me. I don't act the goddamn fool. But it's always got to be that one person, though. That's so weird, dog. Like, why the fuck is always got to be that one nigga? So, party got broke up early. I finished my photography job, you know what I'm saying, at least to the best of my ability before everybody left. So, whatever. It is what it is. But I told that nigga not to invite this motherfucker. I can't wait to see this nigga again and be like, what did you learn? Shit. Don't invite this motherfucker to no more social functions. But I'm pretty sure he gonna probably be at the next one. You know, niggas don't like to learn shit. So that was my weekend. Or that was my week, rather. Quitting a job, looking for a job, and taking on a photography gig, and basically having it broken up by some ignorant ass nigga that I said don't invite in the first place. There you go. We're all caught up now, at least as far as I know, or at least as far as I want you to know, or whatever, willing to share. So, now we can get to the topic at hand. Today's topic is, does religion fuck black people up? Is religion a detriment to the black community? With that question being asked, I would just have to answer it quite plain and simply. Hell yeah. Hell motherfucking yeah, that's a detriment to the community. Sometimes I wish that when they had those riots and shit for George Floyd and all that shit, they burning down all these businesses. Burn down these motherfucking tax-free ass churches, dog. In our community. Burn those down. Shit, for real, for real. Yeah, I understand that churches hold, they serve different purposes. Like some of them are food pantries. Some of them they hold funerals. A lot of them actually. It's not just Sunday service and then that's it. Some of them have serve meals and all kind of stuff, man. But you can do that anywhere. You really could. You could serve meals and have food pantries anywhere. You can have funerals at funeral homes. That's what they designed for anyway. But goddamn it, the religion aspect itself is just a real problem in our community. And here's why. First of all, the Bible teaches you to love your enemies. Why in the world would I want to love a motherfucker that can't stand me? That makes no fucking sense. That's a losing battle. You setting yourself up for failure when you do that. In my opinion, hell, in most rational minds' opinion, you setting yourself up for failure. All right? And that's just one reason, and that's the reason why black people, I believe, are so fucking forgiving to white people when it comes to the atrocities that they've suffered and still suffering at the hands of these motherfuckers. Like, they seriously don't get it. They seriously think that forgiving these motherfuckers is the way to go. No, it's not. Stop forgiving motherfuckers that do wrong to you, especially the ones that cause you physical harm, emotional stress, the motherfuckers who kill your children. You can't forgive that. There's no forgiveness in that. You gotta be a fucking fool. Ain't no way in hell I'm forgiving the motherfucker that's trying to kill me. I don't forgive you. Fuck you. I'm finna try and kill you too. Yeah, you might call it stooping down to their level, but what the fuck? What the fuck else am I supposed to do? It's called self-preservation. It's the first law of nature. Look it up. Motherfucker. You can't be a bitch all your life. The Bible teaches you to be a bitch. At least the New Testament does. The Old Testament says an eye for an eye. You know what I'm saying? God said an eye for an eye. But then Jesus comes along, who is God, by the way, which is fucking weird in itself. It's like God has a multiple personality disorder or some shit. Now he say, love your enemies. Like, man, fuck you, man. Love my enemies? I don't love shit that's trying to kill me. I don't love shit that's trying to enslave me. I don't love shit that's trying to lock me in a cage. I don't love shit that's trying to turn me into something that I am not. In any form or fashion or any sense of the concept. It's not working, bro. Never. Oh, man. When are black people gonna stop being so fucking forgiving? All right. So that's a problem with the religion aspect. Another problem is the divide and conquer strategy. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know about that, whether you know what I'm talking about or not. I'm finna explain it. And when I explain it, you'll be like, oh yeah, man, I have experienced that. When I say the divide and conquer strategy, I'm talking about the motherfucking the fact that the Bible teaches you not to socialize or even entertain the mindset of anybody who is not Christian. Of anybody who is not Christian, or if anybody who that is like atheist, does not believe in God. Like, you can't even be associated with these motherfuckers. That's the divide and conquer aspect of it. Like, y'all don't see that shit? It's clearly divide and conquer. It's so obvious. It's painfully obvious. It's like, come on now. And another problem with the divide and conquer strategy is that it turns Christians against other Christians. It actually turns Christians against other Christians. How the fuck did that happen? Oh, because they don't have the exact same beliefs that you got. Yeah, right. Shut the fuck up, dumbass nigga. Get the fuck out of here, idiot. Don't you see what's happening here? It's divide and conquer. They keeping us fighting with each other so they can make all the money off of us. I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about. Fucking let's talk Christians like Baptists and shit like that. Baptists versus Jehovah Witnesses. Jehovah Witnesses versus Catholics and all this old goofy ass shit. I remember back when I was a kid, I was associated with Jehovah's Witnesses. My family was anyway. My mother was. So she had us, you know, kind of force that shit on us. That's another problem I have with religion I'm going to get into. It's the forcing down. It's the spoon feeding of religion down your throat. Okay, I'm going to get into that later. But I was in Bible study. You know what I'm saying? They come to your house and do Bible study. We did that shit weekly. And I remember asking myself, hey, not asking myself, I asked the motherfucking Jehovah Witnesses that I was studying with. I asked them, hey, why is it that they say that y'all are not Christians, and then y'all say that they're not Christians? I just found that weird to me. That is weird. Like, how the fuck y'all consider y'all each other not Christians even though y'all worship the same God? Let me tell you something, dog. If you follow Christ, you're a Christian, okay? Baptists are Christian. All right? Catholics are Christian. Mormons are Christian. Anyone that follows and worships Christ is Christian. Jehovah's Witnesses are Christian. They follow Christ. They read from the same book. It's just written and worded differently. Somebody had they thesaurus ready, man, for real, when they wrote these books. Somebody seriously had their thesaurus handy. And that's cool, whatever. But it's not cool when it's used to divide the people that believe the same shit. Basically, Jehovah's Witnesses believe that Jesus was crucified on a stake, not a cross. You know what I'm saying? Christians believe that when you die, you go to heaven. Jehovah's Witnesses believe that when you die, you just sleep, and there is no heaven. I mean, they ain't saying that there is no heaven. They believe in heaven. There is a heaven, but people don't go there when they die. What they believe happens is during Judgment Day, the dead will be risen and reunited with their long lost loved ones. At least the ones that believed in God. So, and then the whole earth will be a paradise, and everybody just have heaven on earth. Unless, you know what I'm saying, God has quote unquote forgotten you. Which is the same thing essentially as you being damned to hell. You won't rise from your grave. You won't be reunited with your people. But either way, it's cruel. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. It's cruel either way. Imagine going to heaven and you realize that your people didn't make it there. You up there by yourself, all your people in hell, or vice versa. Fuck that shit. Now, I'm only focusing mainly on Christianity because here in America, that is the religion that is shoved down our throats the most. There are churches everywhere. And I mean everywhere. You can't get away from a church. Hell, you can't find a mosque unless you fucking looking for one. You gotta be looking for a mosque. You gotta Google the location of a mosque. Probably won't even find it on there and shit. Not in America. I don't know. The whole idea is just weird as fuck. It makes no sense. Like, how the hell can you possibly follow this crap? So you got the divide and conquer strategy, which makes no sense because you all worshiping the same motherfucker. Just got, you know what I'm saying, different beliefs as far as how things go. But when I asked that lady, that the Jehovah's Witness, that question, this was her answer. Oh, well, they're false Christians. They're not real Christians. Get the fuck out of here. How are they false Christians and they all follow Christ? You all follow Christ. Y'all follow Christ's teachings. Y'all follow his beliefs. Y'all follow the same fucking format with slight variations and shit. I was like, come on, man, wake up. Wake the fuck up. Yeah, I've heard Baptists call Jehovah's Witnesses fake. I heard Jehovah's Witnesses call Baptists fake. Figure that out. Oh, and by the way, I ain't got no devil lettuce today, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm broke, so. But I do have some of the devil's nectar. Got some of that Rocka Vodka. I think I have a little taste right now. Oh, man. I should have brought some beers, man. It's hot as a bitch. So, back to what I was talking about. How Christianity is or religion in general is a detriment to the black community. Slave masters used that shit to justify white supremacy. I'm gonna say that again. Slave masters used that shit against black people to justify white supremacy.
What we do here is go back.
They use the teachings of the Bible against black people. Again, this goes back to what I said before about, love your enemies. But they used it to justify slavery in general, because the Bible does in fact justify slavery. Now, let's get one thing straight. It doesn't justify the brutality that was placed upon black people during slave times. It just justifies slavery in itself. It says you have to let your slaves go after a while because, you know what I'm saying? Slaves were not slaves. They were servants. You know what I'm saying? I think just about every race on this planet had slaves at one point. But white people were the only ones that brutalized their slaves. Physically, mentally, and emotionally. They took away their names. They took away their religion. They took away their culture. They took away everything that made them them. White people's the only one that did that. You know what I'm saying? Well, nobody else really cruel to their slaves, at least as far as I know. Not only that, everybody got reparations except for niggas. So there you go. They use that shit to justify the way they treat us, or treated us back then at least. The whippings, the beatings, the dismemberments, the lynchings, the fatal consequences of trying to run away from the brutality that they were inflicting upon us as a people. But love your enemies. That's why when I see Jehovah's Witnesses in the hood, man, posted up, they usually be sitting in their cars or walking around the neighborhood. They try and sit in their cars and hand you pamphlets as you walk by they shit. And it's like, man, get the fuck out of here with that slave master bullshit, man. Get the fuck out of the neighborhood. Like, don't come back. I've told motherfuckers that too. Don't get out of here. Go peddle that horse shit to the white people. All right? But they can't do it. You know why? Because a lot of the motherfuckers this day and age that are becoming atheists are white people. They fucking white people. A lot of the atheists nowadays are white. Black people are still God-fearing and stuck in their ways forever, for the past 400 plus years. Still believing that bullshit. Still going to church. Still giving tithes and offerings. That's another problem I have. Tithes and offerings. We ain't got no money to be giving to motherfuckers that ain't paying taxes, bro. I'm gonna say that again. We as a people ain't got no money to be giving motherfuckers that ain't paying no goddamn taxes. We don't. Why would we? We are an impoverished people in this country. For the most part. Of course you got rich black people. Don't get me wrong. I'm not stupid. I see what's going on. I'm just saying. Collectively speaking, we ain't got no money to be giving you motherfuckers. Shit, for real, dog. Like, I go to work, I work hard for my shit, but you expect me to put it in this fucking collection plate? You pass a hat around the church and expect me to just drop my money in there? For what? And I don't even know where the money going either? Fuck you, nigga. You got me bent. Another way that religious detrimental to the black community. It's the mentality. The fact that they use religion to push white supremacy. Now, I already discussed how they used it to justify their actions during slavery. But their actions now, though, like making Jesus white. Every picture of Jesus that you see is white. How the fuck was Jesus white? He was Palestinian, motherfucker. He was Jewish. He was one of the original Jews. How the fuck was he white? No way. No fucking way. I don't buy it. I don't fucking buy it. But every picture and painting that you see of this motherfucker is white, and niggas just accept that shit. It's a white man with long flowing hair and blue eyes. Even though the Bible says his eyes are red as fire and his hair was like wool. Sound like a nigga to me, dog. Turning water into wine, that's a nigga, man. Actually, that's a black man. A nigga probably would have turned the wine into malt liquor or some shit, but but bro, that's a black man, dog, that they was describing. A person of color. You know, white people hair like wool. Their hair is like fucking land yarn. Fuck out of here. Their hair is like silly string. Shit, you can't tell me that they was describing a white man in that book. Feet like bronze. Come on, man. So what you saying? Jesus went and got a tan and shit. He went and sat on the beach for like an hour. He went and stepped in one of them goddamn tanning coffins that they got in these motherfucking salons and spas and shit. That what you telling me? Jesus is self-conscious. He feel like he need to go get a tan so he can get some color to his skin. He ain't got no melanin. Bullshit. I'm not buying it, my nigga. So you got these churches taking money from all these poor, unsuspecting people, these black people. First of all, any church that passes around a collection plate, niggas don't need to be up in there, because that just tells you right there they don't really believe what the fuck they preaching. They don't. How can you turn around and ask a motherfucker for money when you say that God provides? No, nigga. It's the working man that provides for you. You taking that money and going buying new cars and jewelry and Cadillacs and shit. Like some kind of fucking pimp. Pimping the congregation. What in the fuck has the world become? Fuck what the world is coming to. What has the world become? Another problem I have with it, though. In the Bible, they say that the devil was sent here to kill, steal, and destroy. Steal, kill, and destroy. Okay, now let's review. What in the Bible? All them stories that y'all read and follow and love so fucking much, where does it say that the devil has killed anybody? Who did the devil kill? Nobody. What did he steal? Nothing. People was doing all the damn stealing. What did he destroy? Nothing. You know what I'm saying? He fucked Job's life up pretty good, but that was God gave him the green light to do that. The only motherfucker that was doing all this killing and destroying was God. As far as I could tell. Think about it. The Great Flood. He wiped out most of the population on the planet. Flooded the earth. Killed all the animals. Most of them anyway, except for the ones that were on the quote-unquote ark. That a 900-year-old man built, I guess. Get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here, dog. Now, you got the Great Flood. You got Sodom and Gomorrah. Where he turned, you know what I'm saying? Where he turned Lot's wife into salt. Just for looking back. Oh, you disobeyed me. Shwing! You're seasoning now. You a seasoned vet now, bitch. But anyway, he destroyed the whole city there. You know what I'm saying? Just because he didn't like what they was practicing. The walls of Jericho. I mean, all the only motherfucker that was doing all the killing and destroying was God. Hell, it's even a part in the Bible where he had wolves attack children. I don't remember exactly where it is, but you can look it up yourself. You can Google it, man. All that shit is at the tip of your fingers, man. I would not lie to you. That shit is in the Bible. He had wolves attack children. And kill them. Nobody sees anything wrong with that, though. That is the weirdest shit ever. People, like, niggas tend to gloss over these facts and just look at God as this all-loving and all-knowing being. And that's another problem that I have with this shit. The omnipotence and omniscience or whatever the fuck. How in the fuck are you all-knowing? You know everything that's gonna happen before it happens. But yet you sit up there and create us, knowing that we was gonna fuck up. Knowing we was gonna fuck up and you still created us. Talking about it hurt him to his heart. Man, fuck you. You know what hurts me to my heart? The fact that this cocksucker can sit on his high horse, call himself righteous, build a completely flawed being, set it loose on the earth, knowing it was gonna fuck up, knowing we was gonna fuck up, but yet still blame us because we fucked up even though you made us. That makes no goddamn sense. Make it make sense, nigga. Make it make motherfucking sense, nigga. I dare you. Man, come on now. People need to wake up and start thinking, dogs. Think about what the fuck you reading. Ask questions about what you reading. Think about what you following. Ask questions about what you following. All that good shit. Don't be afraid to ask questions. See, that's another problem that I have with Christianity. See, Christianity is not a religion. Christianity is a cult. Christianity is a cult. Why do you think they constantly trying to recruit new members? They'll let anybody in. They running around here handing out pamphlets. Jehovah's Witnesses are going door to door, knocking on people's doors, bothering them at home and shit for these fucking pamphlets, leaving them in their fucking mailbox at their doorstep and all kind of shit. Read this. You should read this. Fuck you. I ain't reading shit. I'm throwing that shit in the fucking trash. I'm gonna wipe my ass with it, flush the pages down the toilet, and throw the cover in the motherfucking garbage. fuck you. They always trying to recruit new members. That's the only religion that I know try to recruit new members. Christianity. Jehovah's Witnesses trying to recruit new members. Baptists trying to recruit new members. Catholics trying to recruit new members. Mormons are always trying to recruit new members. Any form of Christian that you could think of is trying to recruit a new member. Why is that? If it's not a cult. Muslims don't walk around handing out pamphlets. Muslims walk around selling fucking bean pies. Come on, man. That's a dead giveaway. Y'all constantly recruit new members, first of all. Secondly, y'all are taught to believe everything that y'all are told without any questions. Y'all taught not to question anything. I mean, come on. These are all the red flags and the signs of a fucking cult. Christianity is the biggest cult in this country. Probably the biggest cult in the world. Honestly. Shit. And don't nobody know this but me. Wow, man. It's just amazing how easily the human mind is manipulated. And I'm not innocent. I was manipulated for a time too. Like I said, man, I grew up Jehovah's Witness. I went from that to Baptist or whatever, Christian, regular Christian, church going Christian. It's all the same bullshit. Just a different version of the same fucking fairy tale. That's all it is. Holy shit. Nobody knows this but me. Man, I could go all day long with this shit, dog. Like, for real. Like, fuck you gonna be mad at me? And you created me to be this way in the first place. You intended, this is obviously your intention. You're gonna be mad at me for being the way I am. You're gonna be mad at me for being skeptic. Mad at me for asking questions. Because y'all all following the same fairy tale and don't know it. That don't make no sense. How you mad at us? Let me ask y'all something. If I built a bomb and put that motherfucker in your house and blew your house to motherfucking kingdom come, would you be mad at me? And I know a lot of y'all right now are thinking, hell yeah, nigga, I'll be mad at you. Nigga, I'll be at you. And it's like, why? You can't be mad at me. I didn't blow your house up. The bomb did. That's what that logic is like. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you created the bomb. You knew what the intention was when you built that bomb. You know what I'm saying? That's like lighting the fuse and getting pissed off at the dynamite just for following its nature. Can't be mad at me. And you knew what the fuck was gonna happen. Makes no fucking sense. But you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I could go all day long talking about this shit. So this is what I'm gonna do, since this podcast is already going like on almost an hour. I'm gonna make another episode pertaining to the same topic or a similar topic. You know what I'm saying? I plan to make fun of religion along the way. That's one of the many reasons it's called the Heathen's Haven anyway. I intended to make fun of religion, especially Christianity, with that ridiculous ass story. But yeah, these are some of the many ways that the religion is detrimental to black people. For real. Like seriously, you need to fucking wake up and realize what the fuck we following, realize what the fuck we reading, realize what the fuck we watching, and all this shit. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this one short, even though this podcast went on for almost an hour, mostly because I was talking about my life. And don't worry, next time I won't bore you with the foggy details of my gloomy fucking life. I won't bore you with that. I'm just gonna get right into it like I usually do. But man, I just had to talk about that, and I really had to talk about this and get this off my chest. Now tell me what y'all think in the comments below, or you know what I'm saying. And since YouTube has been deleting all the comments, it's got some kind of algorithm going where, you know what I'm saying, if you use certain keywords in the comments, they automatically delete your comment. It's not me deleting the comment, it's YouTube. All right, I just had to straighten that up first. So yeah, just leave your comments. Be careful what words you use, I guess, because YouTube is on some bullshit. And yeah, that's all I got to say right now, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all next week. I'm gonna have this podcast on the same topic next week, similar anyway. You know what I'm saying? How religion is a detriment to people here. And that's about it, man. I hope y'all stay cool and careful out there, man. That's it for me. I'm Unsane, the Plastered Bastard. Donate to the channel. The PayPal link will be in the description box. So if you want to donate to make this podcast just that much better, it will be helpful. And that's all I got to say about that, y'all. Peace, love, and unity. I am out this bitch.